to be allowed to do as far as possible whatever it is that they want, and if they are to be regulated, then they should be regulated in the way that they find convenient.
Well, everyone would like that. We've got Alex back. Alex, hello.
Hello.
Hi, can you hear us? What's the point you'd like to make?
Yeah. I was just wondering whether you think it would be feasible to impose a high tax on any sort of bank transactions in this country, or whether that would drive the financial centres away from where we are now.
Well, this is what we're being told all the time, Dan. If we tax them too much, they'll go off.
This is true, and it's worthwhile recalling a conversation I had with a banker in the city about a year ago. Perhaps I should mention that I used to work in the city. I still have a lot of friends there, and this banker was telling me how oppressed he felt by the changes that were being promised in the wake of the financial crisis. And he said, "What the hell? You know, I could do my job from Dubai with a laptop." And I thought, well, that's right, okay, and get tanned. And of course, you know, a few months later, what happened? You know, Dubai went down.
This must be the one time in the history of the world to really all countries to reorganise the banking system. We've got another caller on the line. Hello, can you hear us?
Hello.
Jonathan?
Yes. Is that Ken?
Yeah. Hi there, Jonathan. Go ahead.
Hi there. Yes. I'm on air now. Am I?
Yes, you are. You are.
Hello.
The world is listening.
Hello to your guests as well. I think this whole debate really is frankly ridiculous. The majority of the money is wasted in this country. If you look at the wars, the amount of money that's been spent on war after war after war. I mean, they say Britain's got blood on its hands, but the fact of the matter is that all this money is our money. It's your tax money. Our tax money is being spent on war. We have a queen living in a castle, living in a palace. For the past hundreds of years, we have this ridiculous idea of a monarchy, where the kings and queens are taking people's money and just spending it rather ridiculously. And the banking crisis is just a decoy, really. You are an avid opponent of the wars. You know, frankly, how much money has been wasted. It's our money.
Jonathan, let me ask.
Democracy is this?
Jonathan, let me ask. Faced with all these problems,
a million people voted against the war.
Jonathan, can I ask you a question? Faced with this dilemma, how are you going to resolve it? Who are you going to vote for?
Who can I vote for? Did you vote for Gordon Brown? Did anyone vote for Gordon Brown?
Well, here's your chance coming up next week. No, I mean, are you going to say you won't vote?
But did anyone vote for Gordon Brown?
Yeah, but what are you going to do next Thursday?
I don't know what I'm going to do. Right. Quite frankly, it's a nonsense. Why don't we just admit that Britain is a failed democracy? Why can't we admit that?
I think, Carol, is that too strong, a failed democracy?
Absolutely not at all. I wouldn't be at all surprised if someone decided to invade us and sort our electoral and political system out. The amount of money we spend on the Iraq and the Afghanistan war is breathtaking. Even Gordon Brown accepts that by the end of this year there will have been 17 billion spent on the two wars. It's going to be higher. For instance, Joseph Stiglitz, former World Bank leader, says that. In addition, we spend at least 45 billion a year on the defence budget, on having the defence apparatus we've got. It's absolutely crazy system. The problem is that whichever of the mainstream parties you vote for, you're voting to, any of them are going to continue that system. Well, nobody's going to change it.
Ties in very well with our next question that we recorded earlier.
Britain is known as the second largest exporter of weapons into countries, and this is known to start wars. Are you in support of asylum seekers coming into this country from those particular countries that are affected?
This is a very valid point, because almost all the asylum seekers are fleeing war zones, civil war zones, and I'm not certain we're the second line. We're certainly up there with the top 3 or 4 arms sales nations. Do you think we have a duty to take asylum seekers, the consequences, all the profits we make from selling arms?
Yes, I certainly think so. I mean, I happen to live in a part of London where there are a lot of asylum seekers, and they've actually mixed in rather well. I was very impressed by the BBC survey that was done last week, which showed that where there were immigrants, where there were asylum seekers, but by and large there was very little hostility towards them. It's the parts of the country where there are least immigrants that least have problems with immigrants and asylum seekers, that there seems to be a mythical hostility towards them. So I'm you know, by and large, I'm rather confident.
Cal, you live in an area which has seen wave after wave of immigrants.
Absolutely.
I mean, you've got about the last 30 seconds to tell us about it.
Well, one of the reasons that we've got this rising concern is due to the war on terror terminology and the increasing sort of anti-Muslim sentiments. If you live in Brixton, as I do, you're mixing with asylum seekers, people escaping all sorts of regimes, Rwandans, Somalians and so on. They're my next door neighbours. It enriches the community. Yes, I think we owe them something. What's more, if we provided proper aid, we could deal with that.
Perfect. I'm afraid that's all we've got time for today. Please join us tomorrow with another special episode of Vote Who. That will be presented by Henry Bonsu. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to carry on talking.